stop in its tracks. Welcome to The Breakdown, BBC Africa's COVID-19 special program, helping you make sense of the crisis.
Welcome to MyZone Online School. My name is Mr. Masia, and now let us also say hello to Pomwene. Before we begin today's lesson, let us remember to put on our facial mask, and also let us sanitize. This is my sanitizer. A few squints in the hands, rub our hands between our fingers, also around our thumb. It is also important that we keep our social distancing in front and on the sides to ensure that nobody else is touching us. Now, even though schools are closed, it is important that we keep on learning. It's important that we go and get online content, do class activities, homework, etc. Today's lesson will be lesson 4 on social health. Let us now turn to page 17 for our lesson. Our basic competencies. You should be able to describe physical changes in females involving the menstrual cycle and relate it to conception. You should also list ways in which some learners are special and thus might require special attention. Suggest how they can show respect to others who are both similar and different than they are. Our terminology. The first word is conception, also known as fertilization. It is the action of forming a child when a sperm cell joins with a female egg and implantation occurs. The second terminology is the word special. It refers to being better, greater, or otherwise different from what is usual. The next word is respect. It is a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something elicited by their abilities, disabilities, qualities, or achievements. The menstrual cycle. The menstrual cycle is the discharge of blood, uterus lining, and unfertilized egg through the vagina. It occurs monthly from puberty to menopause in non-pregnant women and females of other primate species. Let us turn over to page 18. The menstrual cycle provides the female with a chance to be able to conceive. This chance is created by periodically releasing an egg from the ovary in an environment capable of developing it into a baby. Physical changes in females involving the menstrual cycle, and then let us relate these physical changes to conception. We have a diagram to assist us to better understand how the menstrual cycle works, or how conception can occur. So every month, the ovary physically releases an egg into the fallopian tube, which is also known as the oviduct. This triggers ovulation, causing the uterus lining to thicken in preparation for a possible pregnancy. And if a sperm cell fertilizes the egg cell within the fallopian tube or oviduct. Fertilization is also referred to as conception. After conception, the fertilized egg travels to the uterus where it will be implanted. Let's continue on page 19. The uterus contains all the necessary nutrients to develop the implanted egg into a baby. If fertilization does not occur, the uterus lining begins to break down and is passed out together with the unfertilized egg out of the body. And this is what we would normally refer to as menstruation. Females may get headaches, abdominal cramps, and will physically bleed. Let us look at ways in which some learners are special and thus might require special attention. As we all know, we are all different from each other in one way or the other. Some of your friends may be better at running, or are very intelligent, talented, have a disability, or are popular. People with disability have special needs. They may need help getting around or require buildings to be adjusted. So what is important to remember is to treat others as you would have them treat you. Treat others with respect and help those that are in need but can't help themselves because of a disability. Look around for friends with special needs around you and see how you can help them, even if it just means pushing a wheelchair around or helping them get into a car. Let us also look at ways of how you can show respect to others who are both similar and different than you are. As you mature, you need to begin to realize that everyone is different and unique, and that everyone is relevant. We all have different beliefs and opinions, and there is no learner that is superior to the other learner, regardless of your race, your gender, or your ethnicity. Therefore, it is important that you practice the golden rule. Do unto others what you wish them to do unto you. Let us now turn to page 20. On page 20, we have our self-assessment activity. Number 1, you are required to describe 3 physical changes in females that occur at the onset of menstruation. The word onset means beginning. Number 2, you should list 2 ways in which some kids are special at your school or in your community. And the last question, you should suggest 2 ways on how you can show respect to kids that are different from you. That concludes today's lesson. And please remember, during this time, it is very, very important that in whatever you do, you always wear a facial mask. Remember to always sanitize your hands. And last but not least, let us keep the social distancing all around us. And please, even though schools are closed, it is important that you keep your brain busy by doing online classes or activities, including homework. From us, it's bye-bye.
Hi everyone, I'm Josie and I'm back. Even though the schools are closed, I thought about we can still do online classes, learning and reading. You can also do your schoolwork. Until next time, bye!
time with One Africa TV. Share your comments on the channel. SMS your feedback, name and town to 555. One Africa TV. It just gets better.
Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to MyZone Online School. My name is Doviteko Gut, and we also welcome our student, Pomwene. Right, before we start, please let us remember to sanitize our hands. We're rubbing the sanitizer into our hands, as well as the back and in between our fingers. Please remember to keep a social distance of at least 1 meter apart. And then remember to always put on your mask. Right, today's lesson will be about social health, and we will be focusing on substance abuse. Good, boys and girls, let us turn our booklets to page number 17 so that we can look at our learning competencies. The first one says, describe how media influences people in using alcohol. Discuss ways in which substance abuse can negatively influence their future. Identify sources of support for substance abusers and or their families and loved ones. Our vocabulary for today, media, communication channels through which we get information. The examples there are television, newspapers, radio, billboards, etc. Influence, to have an effect on someone or something. Sources, a place, person, or thing from which something can be obtained. Right, boys and girls, we continue on page 17 at the bottom. How does the media influence people to use alcohol? Media publish or broadcast advertisements that include alcohol. Alcohol is promoted on billboards around towns. Companies that produce alcohol often promote their products by sponsoring soccer or rugby teams. Discuss how substance abuse influences our future. Substance abuse influences our future negatively. What do we mean when we say this? Substance abusers that are still in school may drop out due to many lessons missed or a lack of money to continue with their studies. We continue to page 18. Alcohol abuse causes the following. If you follow on your booklet, you will see that alcohol abuse causes road accidents, violence, divorce, and death. With that said, there are help for those that are abusing substances. So these are the following sources of support for substance abusers and or their families and loved ones. The first one we have is Alcoholics Anonymous Namibia, which is found in Windhoek, and the number is 081-325-6144. Or you can reach them on their email address, which is alcoholicsanonymous@gmail.com. Then we have Lifeline Childline, the Windhoek number 061-226-889. The Ministry of Health and Social Services, Windhoek 061-203-9111. Roman Catholic Church, Windhoek 061-269-175. Right, boys and girls, we turn to page 19, our activities. Number 1, describe how the media are used to influence people to use alcohol. Number 2, discuss ways in which substance abuse can negatively influence your future. And number 3, identify sources of support for substance abusers and/or their families and loved ones. Dear boys and girls, try to do these questions on your own before you turn to any other page in the booklet. Right, remember again the importance of sanitizing your hands. Rub in the sanitizer in between your fingers. And remember to keep a social distance of at least 1 meter. Thank you very much, boys and girls.
Hi everyone, my name is Shashi, I'm back. And you can always stay active throughout the lockdown. You can play with your friends, but keep your distance. Like me and my friend, yay! And you can also jog and sing to be active. Until next time, bye!
So we're gonna go to the ice skating. Okay, let's go. Go.
Yes, but you are going to fall.
We got our food. Dada got a pizza. So that's the big Ferris wheel.
Let go!
As you can see, we're eating sushi again. Again. Oh, look at the fingers. It's so cute. Look at all those.
We are in the
biggest Ferris wheel in Africa.
yes.